It's now been 8 months since the Ohio Environmental Protection Agency proposed a new permitting process for data centers that discharge water.
Well, today it's back in the news after a couple of prominent politicians commented on it on social media. 10 TV's Doug Petcash is live in downtown Columbus with where the proposal stands and what community advocates are saying about it. Doug?
Well, Yolanda and Jeff, this is a pretty scene down here along the Scioto in Columbus. And Ohio has a lot of scenic and pristine rivers, streams, and lakes. Some advocates have concerns about the Ohio EPA's proposed permitting process for data centers that can discharge water into them. Now, an EPA spokesman told me that the agency is still reviewing more than 7,000 public comments before making a final decision on the permitting process, but says the standards, regardless, will be strict. Community advocate Amy Swank has followed data center development closely since one was built near her neighborhood several years ago. And she's watching the EPA's decision on permits for data center water discharge closely.
Are there things like chemicals that could be part of the runoff that's in the water that somehow changes the makeup of the streams and lakes that it is eventually running into?
Right now, data centers in Ohio can only apply for permits to discharge water individually. If the Ohio EPA approves the new general permitting process, the standards would apply to all data centers. Tuesday on social media, both Republican Senator Bernie Moreno and Democratic candidate for governor Amy Acton separately made comments opposing discharging water into Ohio's lakes, rivers, and streams. Environmental groups have concerns, too, about potential impacts on rural water systems, as 10 TV reported in January.
It's like a small city, the discharge that will come out of these. And that will, if they don't have a sewage treatment plant, that will go into the streams or the river or another body of water.
In a statement, the Ohio EPA said Ohio EPA does not allow discharges that harm aquatic life, recreation, or human health. Every permit includes strict limits and monitoring requirements to ensure water quality standards are met at the state and federal levels. Swank is anxious to see what the Ohio EPA decides.
And frankly, I'm still optimistic that they say a general permit isn't a good idea for Ohio and they rely on individual permits.
And the Ohio EPA spokesman told me there is no timeline for a final decision on the permitting process as they continue to go through all of those public comments. Well, enjoying a pretty scene in downtown Columbus. Doug Petcash, 10 TV News. Back to you.
It is beautiful out there. Thank you, Doug.